Hey there people, welcome back to Film Screeny. Beyond Scared Straight is packed with the most dangerous moments. Featuring reckless outlaws, the show has a number of serious unexpected turns. There are a number of unexpected turns that take place on the show, which is why a lot of things can go wrong. When things get out of hand on Beyond Scared Straight, it truly becomes havoc, which becomes quite daunting to watch. Here are the top 6 moments on Beyond Scared Straight that will haunt you. But before we begin, make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon so that you don't miss out on any of our upcoming videos. Alright, now let's begin. Number 6. Fighting with a prisoner. When delinquents are brought on Beyond Scared Straight, it is expected to see them angry and disgruntled. However, sometimes it goes a little too far. Some of the charged teenagers that are brought to prison are so reckless that they do not even think twice when it comes to being violent. If somebody upsets them, they make sure that they pay for it. Similarly, when a young guy who was charged due to being part of a gang as a thief was brought into prison, he started interacting with the prisoners and it did not end well. When passing by, he was provoked by one of the prisoners, which led him to get extremely furious, to such a point that he started cursing aggressively at the prisoner, while the prisoner did not hold back either. The situation became worse when the boy spat on the prisoner's face. Luckily for him, the prisoner was behind bars. Number 5. Ready to fight. When it comes to rebellious teenagers, it is considered that they can be easily taken down no matter what. However, it was not the case with this young girl and the officer. When the seemingly energetic teenage girl was brought into the station for being charged due to a brawl and drug use, it was apparent that she was in for some trouble. It seemed that she had no fear and was ready to attack the female officer who was taking it as a mere joke. However, the girl took the officer by surprise and started to punch her in the face before the officer caught her and stopped her from doing anything further. The situation was soon under control as the officer stopped the angry girl at the right moment. Number 4. Bringing a knife inside jail. It is not possible to sneak in a mere lighter, let alone a sharp knife, inside a jail. But for a young boy named Donovan, it was fairly easy. It turned out that Donovan had actually been carrying a sharp pocket knife around, and upon being provoked in a fight, the officers discovered the weapon and immediately dispatched it. Donovan could have faced some serious charges for pulling this stunt with the officers. However, he was lucky enough to not receive a bigger sentence as he took part in the youth intervention program. Number 3. Miserable gang member. It is usually the rebellious teens on Beyond Scared Straight that seem to wreak havoc around the prison, and it is usually the hot-blooded delinquents who get into a brawl with the prisoners. But for this unlucky fellow, he found himself to be quite miserable in the hands of some really furious prisoners. The young boy was from a blood gang, and the other prisoners did not seem happy with the kid as they all ganged up on him and made fun of him quite brutally. One of the prisoners held the boy against the wall and started screaming at him. They went as far as ridiculing the boy, making him peel an orange. The boy was absolutely miserable and he burst into tears. Number 2. Overwhelmed. When a woman brought in for stealing found herself in the middle of a group of police officers screaming at her for misbehaving, she completely lost her senses. It seemed that being surrounded by a group of angry officers had overwhelmed her, and she started screaming aggressively as the officers tackled her to the ground. As the officer held her face to the ground, she broke into tears and finally gave in after a long and hefty struggle. Everyone present in the prison stopped and started staring as it was quite a show. Number 1. Heated fight. In this case, a young boy found himself in a very dangerous situation as he got into a fight with a couple of prisoners. Things got so out of hand that the prisoners actually broke through prison doors and almost destroyed the young boy before a police officer came and started shooting aggressively into the ceiling to stop the fight. All the prisoners had to duck down to the ground to avoid getting shot. Beyond Scared Straight has had some pretty risky situations. In certain situations, things got so out of hand that it is almost impossible to watch. Although the show might be hard to watch, it still received quite a high rating, and it is clearly evident as the show seems to be running quite successfully for almost a decade. Well, this brings us to the end of our video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you haven't liked the video yet, it's never too late. Give it a thumbs up, people. We'll see you soon in another video. Until then, take care and goodbye.